Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to MRL Monday Night Mayhem, and we are here at Nashville, the city of music, I believe, something like that. My name is Zap Panzarella. I am going to be filling in on lead today for Mean Gene. He is on the mend. I am thinking about you, my friend. I hope you feel better. But I am not here alone. Do not worry, my friends. You are not stuck with my voice all day. I have brought, if you watch Sundays here on BRN, you'll be very familiar with this guy, Johnny Replay. How you doing today, man?
Oh, I'm doing great. Just happy to be here. Get to see another Cup race after the one we just did yesterday, and I'm excited to see how these drivers, which a lot of names I don't recognize from Sunday, see how they drive, see how they differ from the Sunday guys.
It's definitely very intense here. It's very different, right? I know I used to get to cover Sundays, and there's two names that stick out over there, being Jason Landry and David Medina. Over here, there's about 7 or 8 of those guys. 7 or 8 guys, maybe even more than that, if I'm being honest, that can win a race any given day. So, and not just that, but we're in the playoffs. That information right there is wrong. So I'm going to get that off the screen. This is actually race 2, round 2 of the playoffs. Last week, Joseph Volpis came out of nowhere and used pit strategy to get himself his first win this season, and it could not have come at a better time. The dominant car was Colin Bollinger, but it did not matter, Johnny. It was all about Joseph Volpis, and actually he got loose early in that race, had to pit to make sure he didn't have any damage, and that unscheduled pit stop is what ended up giving him enough fuel to run a different strategy than everybody else.
Yeah, the one thing I've been told with this Cup car is that the undercuts don't seem to work, that it's mainly everybody wants to go for the overcut, but just I'm in amazement at how he was able to pull that off.
It was insane to see. I felt like a genius because I called it early, but it was still amazing. I honestly still, even though I felt like I was right, I was still like, it's still going to be like impossible to pull off. But when there's a will, there's a way with Joseph Volpis. As there's Jose Medina on screen, one of our playoff drivers, which leads us to this, which is the standings going into there. So you see Bollinger up top, but one thing that doesn't say is that Joseph Volpis does not have to worry about this race or next week. He is locked into the round of 8. Everybody else still is in a winner-in situation or racing on points. And Johnny, where my eyes go to, obviously, is that round of 8 cut line. Grant Applegate, who came about 25% into the season and has been a force but has not visited victory lane yet, holding on to that 8th spot by virtue of not having a ton of points due to not really racing as much of the season as everybody else. Jose Medina and Jack Sanders, a past champion Jack Sanders, right there behind him.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. So sorry, it's a little blurry on my end. I got to get these contexts cleaned out apparently, but
oh no, it's just our technology over here.
You know what? But some names I do recognize on there: Jose Medina, Tony Iverson, Kevin Kyle, who had that insane flip yesterday morning. If you guys have not seen that, highly recommend to see it. One of my favorite wrecks.
Favorite
and
wrecks, I love that.
Dalton Geyer too. I saw last week, just terrible ending for him.
Horrible luck for Dalton Geyer, but qualifying has wrapped up. So let's take a look at how this grid is going to line up here today at Nashville. Oh, this is a funny one. Let me get to the top here for you guys because this is great. On the pole, Joseph Volpis wins last week and puts it on the pole here at Nashville. Great job by Volpis. He's going to start first here at Nashville here today. Beside him will be Eric Thornton, another playoff driver. Thornton looking for another good run here today. Colin Bollinger, the dominant driver this season, he'll be starting in 3rd place. Jordan Fisher will be in 4th place. Jordan Fisher, we have not seen him since the beginning of the season when he was absolutely dominant. Awesome to see Jordan Fisher again, Johnny. 5th place going to belong to Matt Novella. 6th, Jose Medina. 7th, Grant Applegate. We just have playoff drivers everywhere. 8th, Justin Parham. 9th, Alex Hillman. And 10th place will be Kevin Kyle.
And in 11th spot, you got Lucas Alves. 12th, Tony Iverson. 13th, Eric Gambrill. 14th, John Beverly. 15th, Steve Lewis. 16th, Dalton Geyer. 17th, Zach Winstead. 18th, Jack Sanders. And then 19th, I believe these are the guys that did not correct time, right? 19th, David Owens. 20th, Andrew Bollander. 21, Ray Sean Wingfield. That's Sean Walton, right?
Yes, it is.
22nd, Kenneth Redinger. 23rd, Robert Backhoff. 24th, Hunter Hall. And rounding out the field is going to be, in the 25th spot, is going to be Brandon Guerin.
All right. Well, now that we have this field girded up, I mean, you may be a little bit new here Johnny, but there's someone that will be a little bit familiar to you, being a DDIRL regular. Over to you, Mr. James.
And now, race fans, for the most famous words in motorsports, the star of Universal Pictures movie, I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry, Kevin James.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops, God bless America, and gentlemen, start your engine!
Man, did you miss that? Did you miss that, Johnny? Does that still get you pumped up?
My God, I feel like I'm Wednesdays right behind the truck right now.
Exactly. As you see these cup cars rolling off right now, and that is the big difference. I mean, I know you've been there on Sunday, so you know how this car drives already. The dirty air. I mean, if you took a shot for how many times our drivers mentioned that in interviews, we would have alcohol poisoning by the end of every race.
Yeah, I actually just started recently doing the officials in the cup car, and you know, everybody would say dirty air so bad, dirty air so bad. I did not feel it until I started driving this car. This car is insane to handle with the dirty air.
It
I just
really
felt
is.
like I felt like such a newbie to this. I was like, you know what? I would take my time on the cup car.
It really can be brutal, and especially a track like this here at Nashville, new configuration, or really not configuration, I have to say, but an update here in the iRacing service, so it's going to be interesting. I don't think any of these guys have raced here since then, as they are gridding up. It's only one time around until we go green. It's going to be Joseph Volpis on the pole, last league's winner. We're going to be leading them to green, and we are green. Volpis, Thornton, with a little bit of a stack up on the inside there around Grand Applegate, Mount Novella, but it looks like they're going to get it figured out. Already fanning out is this field, but Volpis going to lead them through 1 and 2, but Thornton wants to do something about it right away, and Jordan Fisher, welcome back to the 39. You know he wants to collect some gold. Lots of action here, side by side through 3 and 4, but Volpis doing what he has to, put it on the pole and going to lead the first lap of this race. This is just bonus points for him right now, Johnny. He's already locked in to the round of 8.
You know, with the week that he had last week, starting off with the you know, little slip up.
Oh!
What's the bit? Oh my God!
It's Bollinger, and he saves it. We got a wreck. We got a wreck. Oh, Medina, Parham. Yellow's not out yet. Yellow's out now.
Okay.
Wow. And I think hilariously, the guys who started that got out of there okay.
And I was just about to say, I don't count this as commentator, Chris. I was just about to say, you know, the best thing for Volpis was to start in the front so he wouldn't be in a wreck.
And no, that doesn't count. That doesn't count. So let's keep our eye, I think, on Bollinger here. That's who I saw get sideways first. Let's take a look. So there he is in that Dr. Pepper 53. Oh, and it's Medina gets below him. And they come together. Those two may be teammates next week or next year, I believe. Novella up into Parham. And this is when it all goes wrong for Parham, I believe. Oh, man. Parham down the track into Medina. And look at Hillman just spinning all on his lonesome. Oh, that's going to be a big hit, Johnny. Oh! Alex Hillman has done about 2 laps in 2 weeks in this league.
Now, question for you, since I'm new to this: is there a fast repair here?
No, there is not. So we just saw the end of a few people's days. Gambrel with a big hit into the outside wall. I think Medina, Gambrel, and obviously Alex Hillman, and I think Justin Parham got the worst of that one, Johnny.
Yeah, it's not, especially without I've never been in a league without a fast repair. That must be heart-wrecking.
Oh, it's so rough, especially this early in a race. You practice so hard, and a lot of times, so usually when you do wreck early in a race, it's because you practiced really hard and you had a fast race car, and it just is over before it even starts, right? That was lap 2, I believe, it was lap 2, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Bollinger as well. Bollinger does have a nice cushion right now, but you don't want this happening in the round of 12.
Yeah, so I see Hillman still in the pits. John Beverly, Andrew Bolender. We had Gambrel in there. That's a lot of people. Oh my, that really cut down the field a lot.
And these pit stops they're all about to eclipse a minute. in the field coming through 3 and 4 right now. So this will be interesting to see if anyone goes a lap down here, how severe this damage is, because that's another thing, Johnny. If you, not having that fast repair, if you have terrible damage that requires repair, it's not optional. It's not up to you if you're going down a lap or not.
And we just had someone, I believe someone who was at the 08, Hillman?
Yes. Called it a day.
Yeah, looks like, yeah, called it a day. The head-on accidents are just the worst.
Yeah, you're going to need a hood and a front bumper to be competitive, so can't blame Hillman for that one.
See, what iRacing needs is an option to choose what you fix. I feel like that'd be the best.
I actually don't disagree with that at all. That'd be funny. It's like, just leave the back, it's fine.
Yeah. Screw the paint. Just get the wheel to go straight.
Exactly. That would be it. That, and I want scuffed tires really badly. Oh, I want scuffed tires. Well, up front, things still pretty similar. Kevin Kyle up to 4th place, Tony Iverson up to 5th, Colin Bollinger all the way down to 19th now, with his last name near twin right behind him in 20th. But a little bit mixing up in the top 5, but not too much, as Volpe is still up front, and it looks like the lights are off the pace car, so it will be green this time. So this league as well, Johnny, known for long green flag runs, so always surprising to see an early caution. And I guess like every other league in the world, it's all too common to see cautions breed cautions here in the MRL. So we'll see what happens as we're getting ready to go green. It'll be Joseph Volpe as the control car. We'll be going on him and not the flagman this time. So expect a bigger jump from that 11 car. And there we are through the Echo Park restart zone. Volpe with an amazing jump. Thornton caught asleep. Oh, and we have a problem in the back. Looks like Jack Sanders didn't get going. Sanders gets it going.
Caused everybody in the back to just bunch up right now.
Yeah, that could have been ugly. Good thing it was as far back as it was. As Fisher with a massive run out of 2, he is looking to take the lead of this race, and he does not want to wait around Jordan Fisher to not skip a beat.
Yeah, I've heard when I was watching these broadcasts, listening to you and Mean Gene, Jordan Fisher was a name that I kept hearing a lot, and just how like how quick he's been, how fast he's in the car, and I heard he's a coach in ARCA for Mondays, correct?
Yes, he is. He has a team that he coaches on Mondays. I've been seeing a lot of improvement with those drivers as well. I think all of them relatively new to the platform, and having someone like Jordan Fisher there with you is so big. Another thing that Fisher has is he has a live spotter there with him. He has a human spotter, which is oh, look how Luis Volpe gets out of 4. I'm sorry. Volpe with an amazing save, but he's going to lose a handful of positions. Applegate gets by him. Volpe goes from 2nd to 5th.
And the one thing I kept seeing too in practice was that a lot of guys were getting loose. For example, coming out at 2nd, that's where I saw the most most incidents coming out of these cars.
Yeah, and we actually talked to Volpe before the race, and oh my goodness, look at that! It looks like Rediger and Alves almost coming together there. Jeez, I can barely get a sentence out as Lewis gets loose. Lewis is going to do some lawn mowing for free. Back on the track will come Lewis right in front of Parham. Oh boy. Okay. We'll catch our breaths.
I'm clenching my seat for some reason.
Yeah, I have a brown. That was a brown seat moment for me. As Bollinger is wasting no time getting through the field here. He has already picked up a handful of spots. This is for 13th place right here for Bollinger. So lots of speed. And that 53 is a big hit by Hunter Hall on the outside wall of 4.
And it looks like they're about to go 3 wide, right? Through turn 1?
Oh, yeah. Thought better of it.
Okay.
And
yeah, I don't know about going 3 wide in these cars. Just from what I've seen so far, this is intense race. This is
especially now.
Yeah, I'm like glued to 2 screens right now.
130 laps to go, and these guys are acting like there's 1 to go. But hey, that's what the playoffs will do for you. There's another guy that does not want to wait around in this race is Tony Iverson. He is already up to 3rd place. He's working on Eric Thornton right now. These 2 are teammates, but they sure don't race like it sometimes, so it'll be fun to see what happens with those 2. Back here, we have some side-by-side action with Dalton Geyer and Sean Walton going for 8th place right there.
Yeah, Dalton Geyer, just so much bad luck that I've been seeing. At least he wasn't caught up in that wreck. Yeah. He's still able to keep going.
I mean, honestly, it's weird to see a wreck that happens that Dalton's not in, whether or not it's his fault in this league recently. So you're totally right. Good luck there for Dalton to avoid that one. Now just trying to settle in. It looks like a lot of these drivers finally settling in. A lot of single file action now, but go down to about 15th is when things get messy.
So as far as how these cars are handling with the dirty air coming out of corners, when should I expect to see these guys start to get more aggressive? Besides the first caution, obviously, that we saw.
It really is early on in runs when you see these guys like to be aggressive, and then it's really all about saving your stuff and giving yourself a chance later in the run. Because according to everyone in this league, it is so hard to pass at this point in the run. And a lot of guys just don't even feel like it's worth it unless you can do something like this. As you see right here, going to the inside of Medina is Babcock, and that is a brilliant way to make that pass, is to find that clean air. But really what I've seen is you see those insane restarts like we saw twice here today, and then you see the settling in for a while. And we were told about 45-ish laps these guys can go on a tank of fuel. So I would guess around lap 35, things would start to get a little bit aggressive again. But what do I know?
I mean, you called the last race. I think you might know a little more than I do at the moment.
It's hard to say. It's definitely hard to say. As it looks like Owens has started and parked it as well. That is interesting. David Owens actually part-timing in this league this year, so does make a little bit of sense there. Up front, you still have Jordan Fisher just controlling this race. Man, it feels like a few months ago again.
I mean, it feels great to be here seeing Jordan Fisher in action live.
He's a special driver. He put down one of the fastest road course races we've ever seen. He did it this season at Sonoma. Nearly lapped the entire field, just absolute dominance. But this guy is not a road course ringer. He can do ovals just as well as he's showing right here. About 0.8 seconds on Eric Thornton. And I'll tell you what, Johnny, Eric Thornton has been so quick these past few weeks, but I don't know if he's led 5 or 6 laps. He's just constantly in second place, which, to be fair, in the round of 12, that is more than enough.
Okay, so now catch me up a little bit. Has Eric Thornton does he have any wins under his belt in this league?
In this league, yes. This season, I do not think so. I'll make sure right now so I don't disrespect Eric Thornton, because it feels like he should have several. He's been so good this year. Eric Thornton has not won this year.
You know what? Second place is still fine.
Yeah.
At least in my books. That's a lot higher than I would be, so.
Hey, it works for me all the time. Whether I like it to or not. And then Iverson, one guy who's never happy with second place, currently working in third, not having to worry about Bollinger yet. Such a contentious relationship between those two this season. But kind of reversed right now. For the majority of this season, Iverson has been struggling, uncharacteristically struggling, I should say, too, with qualifying. Been qualifying outside the top 10 more often than not, and having to work his way up. And oftentimes when he gets to the front of the field, he's already used his stuff up and has to wait for the next run or run an inverse strategy. Qualified well today, got through that first wreck, and now finds himself in third place, trying to reel in Thornton, but I think right now also very worried about, like we talked about, making sure he still has some tire towards the end of this run. This looks a lot like, to me, Johnny, the type of run that goes to green flag pit stops.
Yeah, the type of runs I've been seeing lately, not in this league per se, but is that people be on the aggressive and try to hunt for that first place spot. But I mean, in my head, I'm thinking, why, if it's early on in the race? Why use up your stuff? Why have to make yourself come down a lot earlier than somebody else would, who's saving their stuff up, and now you end up behind them? Yep,
I totally agree. And then you see Kevin Kyle right there, owner of KK Woodscapes, but also one of the guys that helps operate this network here at VRN. And he's driving a Drive for 500 paint scheme that looks reminiscent of my Jimmy Vasser throwback, which I like a lot. But the Drive for 500 here on VRN coming up on the day of the Daytona 500. And we are trying to get this network to 500 subscribers. So please come race with us if you'd like, and make sure to tune in for that. We're going to be giving away tons of stuff. Daily Driver Zinc, KK Woodscapes. So many of our sponsors are going to be giving away prizes for that race. And, whoa, boy, and you'll probably get to race against these two. And I'm sure they'll be even better friends by then, as Bollinger and Kevin Kyle getting into it right now.
Yeah, from the little details I know about that race, it's going to be on Valentine's Day, right?
Yeah,
so we have to ask
our wives are super excited about that.
To be fair, what he said was, if you're 10 years plus into the relationship, just add another tally mark to missed holidays, because I know I've missed a couple holidays.
Yep.
But from what I heard, two 2 racers from every league, right, are going to be asked to join, and then from there it's going to be open. Going to be running qualifying times, and then the top 40 are going to qualify for the race, correct?
Correct. And I think representing DDIRL, to my knowledge, is going to be yours truly. And I think Patrick Calgill. If not Calgill, I'd assume who won today's race, which was Brandon Lowless. But DDIRL, excited to represent in that league. And then not sure who from this league is coming. If I was to guess, I would think it's Bollinger and Iverson. But we'll have to see.
The guys with the rivalry?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't mean you're working together. It just means it's what he wanted was the 2 guys that are running up front in the league are 2 past champions. Iverson and Bollinger have really been the class of the field this season when Jordan Fisher wasn't around. I mean, if Jordan Fisher would come running, I'm not sure if any of us would have a chance.
I mean, I'm going to backtrack to what you said. You said they don't have to work together at Daytona?
Yeah, that's actually a good point. It is Daytona, but hey, they'll have other friends, right? I'm sure we'll have Sean Walton in that race. Plenty of other people will be there. But that is a funny point. You're right. You do want to work together at Daytona.
You know, it's time to set the differences apart. Get a drink together. Get a drink together virtually if you have to. I heard Roblox has bar games.
Yep. So does VR.
VR too, yeah. As long as you don't move too much out of your seat and then you lose your connection.
You can ask Jose Medina about that. Medina currently chilling in 20th place with that damaged race car. Can't blame VR this time, as he has had his fair share of VR issues this season. Would likely be in a better point situation if it wasn't for that, but you can see the front end of that race car, Johnny, not looking healthy at all.
Yeah, aero is just such a huge component to that I'd never really realized. Like, even though these are virtual hits, that damage feels so real.
It really does. Look at just how much air is getting underneath the left side of that race car. That is not what you want. And I'd say of all the NASCAR stock cars that we get to drive on this platform, the most aero sensitive is definitely this next gen.
Yeah, and then the times to fix it too are kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
Let's make the stream what iRacing should change. Because I have a couple thoughts.
Right? Like, I totally agree
off,
too.
Make me better. Make me a better racer. Let me have the anti-cheats.
I agree with that as well. I love those grip packages because, man, it looks like Thornton and Iverson might have one. They are reeling in Jordan Fisher, not too dramatically, but 2/10 for Thornton, down to 0.6 now. Here we are on lap 30, and I do think whether or not this is when the aggressiveness kicks in, Johnny, I think this is when you're going to start to see who saved their stuff and who didn't. As it looks like there actually may be a car in the pits. Hunter Hall going to bring it down.
Hunter Hall had that damage too, right?
He did. We saw him have that big hit. He actually did spend minutes in the pits, so I'm sorry, that was a while. Parham's still in the pits getting fixed. That's been 9 minutes for Justin Parham. That is horrible news for him, and not when he can afford that. And then look at our points there. And I think the big one, too, is Grant Applegate has really just done what he has to. He's currently sitting right above the cut line, spot number 8, so not particularly comfortable. And a 4th place finish is the exact type of thing you want to do, especially since at the end of lap 70, we do pay out points to the top 5 in this league. There won't be a caution, but there are stage points.
So speaking of points, what are points handed out for? Do they get points for leading laps? Do they get points for every lap they led, or?
I believe it's just leading a lap in this league, and that's it. Points are hard to come by here on Monday nights, which is why that stage is so important and why you really can't afford bad finishes in here, especially with no fast repair. It's so hard to recover.
And when is our stage break here? I know there's no caution, right?
Yeah, so the end of lap 70, right at the 50% point. That's even math I could do. I'm proud of myself there.
So let's do a little math. 45 on a fuel tank.
The 90.
Go twice 90. So that'd be...
Oh. Maybe that caution gave them enough to stretch this, because, yeah, that's a good point. You're going to want to stretch this as far as you can.
Yeah, I'm just wondering how those tires are going to hold up, especially with the dirty air. I've seen a couple guys get loose a little bit. I think the tires are going to be the main thing.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, last week, though, we saw Volpus just running at a snail's pace to make that fuel strategy work, and it did. It got him the win, and we talked to him before this race, and he told us if this thing stays green, I think I can make it the whole way, and he got a caution. So I think Volpus is confident to make it now while taking out a pit stop. would be my guess. So we're going to have to really keep our eye on when these guys choose to come in and get those fresh tires. Because like we also talked about before this race started, the undercut has not been particularly powerful here in the Cup Series. Oh, man. Did you see Bollinger just throw that dirty air onto Bulpus?
It's just so insane. Like, I wish more people were able to experience that, because once I experienced it, I realized this is a whole different level. These props to these guys.
It's pretty amazing. Like pretty much what you just saw Bollinger do when you go across that wake of air, it just shoots your car up about a lane. It's like someone shoved your car. It's such a bizarre feeling. And yeah, it doesn't look that dramatic from outside the car unless you experience it. Then you know exactly what the 11 was dealing with right there.
Yeah, and it's also one thing I've brought up on Sundays, where even micro adjustments on this car, you try to fix yourself just a little bit. I've seen way too many cars just go straight for the wall.
Mm-hmm. It's such a good point. Those little minor corrections you try to make sometimes end up making the situation worse. You just end up nosing it into the outside wall. Kind of something happened to, or similar happened to Hillman in the start of this race. Is wow, we are really getting stretched out a little bit. Besides up front, look at Eric Thornton really starting to reel in Jordan Fisher. This is impressive by the one car.
Yeah, it's slow. It's not huge like we're seeing, but he's getting there. Now the question is, who's going to break first and go into pit?
Right. Is this going to make Jordan Fisher want to do something alternative? He has that live spotter like we were talking about that can start running numbers for him. That is such a luxury to have, someone working that calculator for you, going through every possible scenario and finding out the best situation for you. Meanwhile, all Eric Thornton has to worry about is driving fast, and he's doing a great job of that, reeling in Fisher. We did see Fisher make some aggressive moves in the beginning of this race to get that track position. I'd be curious to know if just that was enough to give Thornton this advantage, as Thornton started this race in second and has just done an exceptional job holding that position, taking care of his tires.
Yeah, the one thing I've always noticed is that you don't want to race against them when you're coming up to them. You want to get that draft. You want to be able to, obviously not during the turns, you know, you don't want that dirty air, but other than that, you want that draft. You want to be able to catch up to them and reel them in instead of just trying to fight them. Like I've seen so many races where someone lost because they were fighting for no reason.
No, that's a really good point. You're right. And you want to prioritize this too. We're not even at the stage break yet. Eric Thornton racing for playoff points, racing to make the round of 8, while Fisher is not. That's something he has to think about. It looks like we got a biter. It's Grant Applegate. Applegate going to pit on lap 37, so that is very much committing to that 3-stop strategy. So I wonder if that's going to create an avalanche of drivers wanting to come in with him, or if they're going to wait until about lap 45.
I feel like you'd have to wait.
Oh, and the caution's out! Lewis has gone around. Oh, wow. So I think Grant Applegate... Oh, this could be close.
Oh.
He's like, just put 2 on, just put 2 on. Oh, it's going to be a lap down. Is it? Oh, Fisher. Something happens to Fisher right there. What happened to Jordan Fisher? Okay, first let's look at what happened to Jordan Fisher here. Coming around the track, slows down. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh no! And Lewis was wrecked in front of them. Oh no! Okay, so now let's go look at what happened to Lewis. I see 2 wrecks on my data here. So here he goes underneath Jose Medina. And he's just loose. We saw this happen to him earlier, and you talked about those little corrections. Oh man, that's right into, who even is that? Is that Garand? That is Brandon Garand. That's right into Brandon Garand. Huge shame for Garand. Okay, and now we have Lewis trying to get this car started up, and there goes Fisher and Thornton. Man, it's crazy how fast that happens.
You know what? I think he was focused on the rear bumper of Thornton. The yellow came out, I believe, when he was already stopped. And Jordan Fisher was able to catch that, but Thornton was not. That's what I think happened. I mean, if I'm wrong, sorry about that.
It just, it happened fast, but what that may have also, oh my goodness, that little incident may have given Grant Applegate it did! Grant Applegate stays on the lead lap because of that incident. Wow.
That is a huge.
That's huge. Unbelievable. And here we go, everyone pitting now. Lots of cars exiting. A lot of 2-tire stops here. Oh, no, I'm wrong. A lot of 4-tire stops. Red Applegate brought it back down? No, he didn't. I apologize. He's going to take the lead of this race. Mando Vela second place. Tony Iverson third. And lots of damage repair for Jordan Fisher. Oh, so it was bad. And Eric Thornton. Unbelievable, Johnny.
Oh, yeah, that was a huge hit. I mean, what is that saying? An unmovable object meets an unmovable force?
Yeah.
Something
Wow,
like that?
that's a tongue twister. And I'm glad you're the one who said it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just, oh my God.
And Grant Applegate has essentially equal tires to these guys. He did not put any racing on those tires.
Yeah, I mean, if we look back at Hillman, who's smacked into the wall, it might be a race under for those guys.
Yeah, I wonder. We have Thornton back on track. Here he comes. And Fisher did rejoin. Let's take a closer look at both cars real quick. Looking good for Jordan Fisher. Actually, it was his rear end that was the problem. Looks good. Looks good. And now let's go to the front end of Thornton now. And he's looking good as well.
Did anything happen to those guys, actually?
I know, right? Maybe they just pit to make sure. Well, they were in the pits for, let's see, Fisher a minute and Thornton a minute 45. So, yeah, definitely something happened.
There's another iRacing complaint. Let's sign the petition, guys.
Why does the bad damage only happen to us? I agree, Johnny.
iRating goes into this.
It does. We're not respected. As we're getting ready to go green here, completely different picture up front besides Tony Iverson still in third place. Grant Applegate just with a Grand Theft Auto on the lead right there. Very, very nice.
Oh, and this is the second time I've seen the undercut work.
Yeah, does that even count? As here we go, Applegate gonna have control of the field here. Green flag is out. Novella doesn't really go. Massive jump for Applegate. Oh boy, that's gonna be great for Tony Iverson.
That's huge. Oh, and Iverson caught up quick right there.
Big send by Iverson. Look at Dalton Geyer trying to work the top. A lot of different line usage here. Just all these drivers just desperate to find some clean air. We talked so much about how important that would be, and here comes Jordan Fisher. He is in no mood to wait.
Oh yeah, he knows he needs that lead back. When you start driving this car in clean air, it's just no other feeling.
Right? You're like, I want that back. This sucks. I thought it was better than this. As Jordan Fisher now gonna just be the aggressive Jordan Fisher we know he can be. He doesn't care that this is the playoffs. Wow! Look at how he just turns on the middle of the corner there and keeps his momentum. I don't know how the hell he did that.
There's glue on the tires. I'm calling it. That's what the minute was for.
It's those grip hacks we talked so much about. Dalton Geyer fading a little bit right now. Going through the field. As here comes Eric Thornton, gonna make himself the meat in the sandwich, and we're going 3 wide.
So much smoke up on that wall.
Look how high Geyer goes up, all the way up to the wall. We've talked about that line on DDRL.
Yeah, so the one thing I've known about Geyer is that he does not take the traditional lines that everybody else takes. So I'm wondering if he has if he knows something that these guys don't know.
Or he's just doing stuff. That's Dalton Geyer sometimes. He's just like, I'm gonna do another strategy because I want to, and I want to do what everyone else is. He's just he's his own person. He's a snowflake in a good way. As you see, Bollinger and Volpis working on each other right now. Bollinger looking the inside of Volpis. Volpis using that outside lane to try to hold that momentum and hold off Bollinger. Good recovery from Bollinger, and look who's breathing down their neck. Jordan Fisher has already joined the party.
Yeah, such a quick eye, just with dirty air.
Volpis is around. Bollinger into the wall. Volpis backs it in the wall. Wow. Oh. Cautions breed cautions.
You know what? Volpis made it work last time.
Yeah.
He knows what he needed to do.
He does. He needed that caution, right? As here it is. Volpis putting the squeeze on Bollinger. Not too bad there, but the exit of the corner is where things are going to go south. Volpis, I think, hits the wall and comes down ever so slightly. I'll try to get you guys a better angle of that. Here we go. Yeah, just up in the wall. Oh, I think Fisher may have gotten into him. And that's all it took. Sent Volpus around, and that is a good amount of damage on the right front of Colin Bollinger, and that's going to be even more. Ooh. Look at this wreck avoidance, Johnny. Absolute insanity.
Lady Luck is on his side.
It certainly is, my friend. All right, we are going to take a quick break, and we will be back before we go green. All right, and here we are lining up side by side. Lights off the pace car. It's going to be green next time around. As man, this race has already been a roller coaster. We are about 22 laps when we go green away from the stage. So points are going to pay out there, and guys like Applegate and Iverson, Novella really are probably frothing right now.
Yeah, just cautions are coming out at great times to move around the whole field to where we're having different leaders every time.
Yeah. This has been certainly interesting. You see Eric Thornton right there, currently in 9th place. He's done a good job recovering. Jordan Fisher up to 5th, but wow, when there's Jordan Fisher, I mean, granted, what happened to her caution was not his fault, but he has been an aggressive one here today. He does not care that it's the playoffs, and nor should he. He ran this league until he had some work obligations take him away from full-time competitive action here, and now here he is back into 5th place, but it's going to be Grant Applegate and Tony Iverson making up the front row. Here we go, going to the Echo Park restart zone,
green flag,
and green flag. That outside lane has struggled all day. We'll see if Iverson can do anything about it. Not quite. Walton with a massive jump on the inside. He's going to grab 2nd place before they even get to 1 and 2, away from Tony Iverson. That's another guy that Iverson gets along amazing with as these two go side by side through 1 and 2. Jordan Fisher trying to make it work on the inside of Iverson. Not a great restart for the 13 there, Johnny.
Yeah, and then I mean, with that relationship he has with Walton, that little block that he threw. Oh, this is gonna get good. Oh, as they hit the wall.
Big hit for Fisher there.
That wall just has colors of every car at this point.
It really does. I think it's going to look like a rainbow by the time this race is over as Fisher drives it in so deep into 1. You see him slide up halfway through the corner. Tony Iverson going to try to take that as an invitation to try to get to the inside of the 39. Man, Fisher's driving that car so hard. I can't imagine those tires are going to last. You'd think he would have learned a little bit from that first run with Eric Thornton reeling him in, but no, Jordan Fisher, as aggressive as ever, driving the absolute heck out of that 39 race car right there, coming within millimeters of the outside wall on every corner exit.
You know what? When you're not in the playoffs, you can drive however you want.
It's true.
These guys that are in the playoffs, they're being meticulous. They're trying to make sure they don't get anything that could ruin their day. And Jordan Fisher's just out here whooping butt.
Yeah, and sometimes you really do get to take advantage of that as the non-playoff driver, right? Everyone kind of racing on eggshells around you, and you get to just go out there and be as aggressive as you want, do your own thing, and take chances. Jordan Fisher taking advantage of that opportunity here today and showing all the same speed he did earlier in this season. Further down through the field, there is Colin Bollinger. Yet another pit stop to get that damage fixed. 39 seconds that time he spent in the pits. Bollinger now going to work on the inside of Zach Winstead. This is just about, I don't know, the third or fourth time Bollinger has had to do this in this race. He's probably already passed about 50 or 60 cars today.
You know what? And with each pass, you get a little bit more experience. You know?
Yep.
That's what I like to tell myself.
That's what this 22-year-old needs.
Oh, my God. Oh, Walton got super loose right there.
Walton, yeah.
Or
and he's going to try to throw
tries
to throw the block on Iverson and successfully does it. Somehow defends that third place position. You see how much that checked up Thornton and Novella behind him. You know Iverson's going to love that, as now Thornton's going to look to his inside.
Oh my God! I just seen this so close. It's like just clenching every time.
These guys do not leave an inch. They've gotten to know each other. About 3 seasons I've been had the privilege of being in the booth for this league, and they have a lot of these guys have been here the whole time, and they know each other very, very well by now, and you can definitely tell by watching them on the racetrack.
Yeah, I act so surprised, but I do the same thing with people that I know how to or I've raced with a long time. I know how much space I could give them, but when it's someone I haven't raced with, I give them a little bit more.
Right. That trust is definitely here. Speaking of, whoa, my goodness, the crossover by Fisher. Absolutely insane. Jordan Fisher looked to the inside of Applegate for the lead here. Went for that crossover in the exit of 4. Doesn't have a huge jump. I don't think the slide job is there yet. It may be. Does he shut the door on Grant Applegate? New leader, old leader too, Jordan Fisher.
You would have not known that he was in the back of the field with that, or that he was even in a wreck.
Right? That the car ever had damage. What a force Jordan Fisher is. Oh, it's Beverly into the wall. Jay Bev. Big hit for the 0-1 there. We'll see how that 0-1 drives now. I think that may have damaged it. You see a little bit. And oh, yeah. We got some broken parts on this next gen.
Yeah, just when they're all driving in clumps, it's just not good news.
Yeah, it's not hard to find the action or where there's going to be action. You just have to find a group of 3 or 4 drivers, and something is bound to happen here in Nashville as John Beverly going to have to bring it in for some mandatory damage repair. That is such a shame. Bev was running so well. Another guy, similar to Dalton Geyer, almost never his fault, but always seems to have the worst luck on Monday nights. As you see Applegate doing everything he can to try to stay with Jordan Fisher, hitting the wall, but to no avail as Fisher is starting to drive away from Grant Applegate.
I mean, that's something we're not surprised by.
Pretty incredible.
I've always heard his name, seen him in the broadcast, and seeing it live now. Dude's a beast to be reckoned with.
Yeah, he really is. He's a special driver. Currently sits at around 3,400 iRating, which, boy, that is not indicative of how good he is. This dude could be easily sitting around like 6 or 7, in my opinion. He is one of the best drivers I've ever seen here on this platform. As now here we're looking at Sean Walton, still holding on that 3rd place. Eric Thornton over in 4th, and Tony Iverson just has not had it on the short runs here so far today, currently sitting in 5th. But again, Iverson, another one of those drivers, probably just trying to do what he can to manage his position in the playoffs, make it to the round of 8, and then maybe start worrying about making some aggressive moves to win some races and make sure you can race for another championship.
I mean, with how aggressive these guys have been racing too, you also gotta take a step back and realize, hey, I need to not burn my stuff. I need to be a little bit smarter.
That's so true. I'm always telling my teammates to always read the room and kind of race accordingly or make decisions accordingly, even when it comes to pit stops or strategy. If guys are racing crazy, then maybe don't do anything cute in the pits. So far, this has been a tough one to predict. We've had a few of these longer runs here. This one's gone for, I think, about 11 laps now. And it doesn't take much for these guys to start to be stretched out as well. Sean Walton, currently in 3rd place, already more than a second behind the leader of Jordan Fisher.
Yeah, I've been on the receiving end of wrong pit strategies, and it has cost me.
Oh, it's fun.
I've never felt so much hatred for myself, knowing I've done something dumb.
It's always a hindsight is 2020 situation, or at least more often than not. It's how are you supposed to know what was going to happen, but it doesn't make it feel any better after it does. As we have 10 laps to go left in this stage, and then points will be awarded. Jordan Fisher currently sitting in position to win this stage, but Grant Applegate would get some much needed points in that second place position. Sean Walton currently sitting in third, and then two more playoff drivers of Thornton and Iverson in fourth and fifth. So a lot to play for here in these playoffs. It'll be interesting to see if Novella wants to try to make a chance or make a pass on Iverson if he can get close enough before we get to lap 70. But Iverson, I think, really counting points here and thinking about the big picture.
Yeah, I feel even though Jordan Fisher's in first, Applegate's got to be super happy that he came down into pits and was able to get ahead of the pace car when he did, right when that wreck happened and that caution came out.
About a millisecond different, and this race looks so different right now for Grant Applegate. That's such a good point. Also, should be noted, John Beverly still getting those repairs done in the pits. There is the 0-1 of Bev, and everyone behind him, 19th on back, I believe, has called it a day. Actually, Hunter Hall still on the track, a few laps down. He is 6 laps down. Beyond that, Lewis, Redinger, Guerin, Parham, Hillman, and David Owens have all parked their car for the night. So attrition already starting to play a role here at Nashville.
Yeah, just to race without a fast repair, I'm in amazement still. I mean, I guess it is more like real life.
A little.
But
man, it'd be nice if Kyle Larson had more fast repairs.
you know what? Never mind.
Duh. Yeah, I don't need to
I
hear
want
it.
Hocevar to get fast repairs. I want Hocevar to get fast repairs.
The field doesn't need that, Johnny. The field does not need that.
He just won with Cletus. It proves he's a good driver.
He did. As Gambrill on the inside getting passed by a couple of cars here. I'm wondering if he got loose on the exit of the corner there. Gambrill trying to recover here. He's been so strong. Gambrill, one of the guys also who's doing double duty between the DDIRL, which raced before here over in Iowa, and also Monday nights. That's a lot of miles, and that's a lot of laps and a lot of practice that 46 driver has to put in. So hats off to Gambrill. I believe the only guy in this field, actually no, Steve Lewis as well did double duty. So two of these guys did double duty today. Really cool to see.
So these guys just openly chose to drive two cars at two tracks where they're both tough in those respective cars.
Yeah. Pretty much drove to Vegas from where we live.
You know what? I can't complain about road trips anymore because I sit in the sim rig for hours.
Right? It's like we voluntarily drive. Like I remember coming home, like rushing home from Vegas once to get to my rig, and all I wanted to do was not be in the car anymore, just to go sit in a virtual car.
But at least that one you could speed in.
I know.
But I assume you sped from Vegas.
Oh! Tokyo Drift, baby. Call him Bullinger. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness.
Now, was that a forced pit?
No, I saw him coming down. That's why I was going to Bullinger anyway. I saw him below the apron. He was coming in hot. He always is one of our faster green flag pit stop guys. This is early, but I think what Bullinger is thinking here is everyone's going to have to pit another time after this anyway. So why not get these tires on early if you're not going to get those stage points anyway?
That is. Okay, yeah, I could see that. I was about to say, like, I've heard the undercut doesn't work, but if you're not worried about stage points.
Yeah. Because he can comfortably know that the top 5, which I'm sure is who Bullinger is most worried about, are not going to pit for another 3 laps at least.
The thing I do want to see is after he gets a couple runs in, what the difference in time is.
Me too. That's going to be really interesting. Right now, these guys are running about 30.46s. That is not even a second off their fastest lap of the race. So it's not that impactful yet. We'll see. I mean, we've seen this all season with this next gen. It hits that plateau point. We talked so much about that plateau point in the trucks. The next gen hits it quicker than anything else.
That's interesting. So being a guest here today, they did not give me the info. Is everybody's going for 4 tires right now, right?
Yeah, you do see 2 happen every now and again. We talked to Volpus before the race, and he talked about how 2 did work last year. Again, on a different track map, or I guess you can say configuration. It's been refreshed since then. The track feels entirely different. What worked then may not now. But I would say it could happen. Now would be the time to experiment. But boy, Johnny, if that does not work, I don't know if you'd have enough time to recover from it. So it might be one of those things that might be worth trying if you have the track position and you're close enough to the leader on the last pit stop.
On the that's tough.
It is. It's a win-win, lose-lose type of situation, right?
Yeah,
And here goes Walton, the
Now,
inside
I
of
think
Applegate.
if
sorry,
you
go ahead.
have the teammates that are not going for the playoffs, I would say get them to do the 2 tires.
Mm-hmm.
And see how that goes from there, because it's a huge risk, high risk, high risk, high reward.
Yep. And you are right,
Situation,
though.
that's-
Having those playoffs those teammates as decoys in the playoffs is huge. Saying, you guys, please, please, please don't pit or do what I did, so I'm not the only one doing this. You're right. That could be huge for these guys, and some of them do have that. And that actually, I'm sorry, that was the stage. So Jordan Fisher win the stage. Sean Walton, Grant Applegate, Eric Thornton, and Tony Iverson are the top 5 that are going to collect stage points. And I'm surprised to see any of them run that lap, Johnny. I don't think these guys can make it to 95. No, they definitely can't. 38.
Okay, I do got some info. They pit. So Thornton, Applegate, and Fisher, they all pit around 40. A little bit less than 40. 45, that'd be 85.
Yeah, there's no way. I guess they may not even be close. I don't know what the plan here is. I would have brought it down by now. We'll have to see how this works out for Bollinger. Let's take a look at him right now. Here is Bollinger. His last lap was a 29.9, which was slower than Jordan Fisher's last lap. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Now he put down a 31.4. Oh! Gets into Medina for the second time today. Was he just not in the mood to wait?
It didn't look like it.
Wow.
I don't want to.
Walton in the pits. Yeah, that was something.
And he was able to save it, though. Props to Medina for that.
Future teammates right there, so that'll be fun to see. As Walton, next one to bite. And I like this undercut. We've talked a lot about how the undercut has not been super advantageous. And I think the reason that Bollinger is running slower laps right now was dealing with that traffic, which you just cannot deal with right now in these situations. His last lap was actually exactly as fast as Jordan Fisher's was, so he needs to start putting in better laps. Here comes Grant Applegate bringing it down. So now the leader is starting to bring it down. We're going to be really interested to see how long Jordan Fisher and Eric Thornton and Tony Iverson want to run this, as Iverson has caught all the way up to Thornton in a hurry.
Yeah, I'm looking right now at Applegate, seeing what he does.
My guess is 4.
Is he? Okay, I felt like that took a little while to get his car up in the air.
Oh, that was a 20-second pit stop. 21-second pit stop. 22. What went wrong? That was a 25-second pit stop.
Almost a full minute in there.
That could kill his whole race right there. As here comes Eric Thornton, going to bring it in. Man, look how aggressive these guys are bringing it down to the pits. Wow, Eric Thornton. And last week, Johnny, we saw about 6 cars speed, and that completely turned the race upside down. So you know that's got to be in the back of these drivers' minds.
Yeah, I've only seen 2 people pull off such beautiful pit entrances. I think he went a little too far.
I think he did too, and I think it took too long to realize it.
Like a millimeter too far.
Mm-hmm.
That sucks.
That is rough. And here comes Iverson. That is so rough. It's going to cost him about an extra 10 seconds, and that cannot happen during a green flag pit stop. As, oh my gosh, did you see Volpus and Kevin Kyle getting into it there? I'm sorry, that's Volpus and Walton were getting into it. That was intense right there. As Walton on those fresh tires, and there right there is a visual example of the difference.
Yeah, it's just such aggressive driving with those new tires. I don't know. I feel like that's not what you should be doing.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. Sean Walton also really jumped Bollinger. Actually, no, Bollinger was further behind. I'm sorry. But Bollinger did not make any forward progress, I should say, with that undercut. And that's just going to come and hurt him more as Tony Iverson exiting the pits now. Oh, my gosh, I thought he was entering again, Johnny. I thought he had sped again like he did last week. But it looks like Iverson looking good as he comes through the inside of the racetrack. Going to re-enter right here in the backstretch after 4 fresh tires. That was a 14-second pit stop for Tony Iverson. So that was 4 tires for him. And here comes Dalton Geyer along his outside. Geyer has yet to pit, I believe. No, actually, Dalton Geyer, as always, completely on a different strategy. He pit on lap 64 for whatever reason.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, that's what he does. And Jordan Fisher running this one long. And he also did pit on lap 38. And here comes Fisher. Wow. That was so fast. That's unfair.
Yeah,
Matt?
I'm too scared to even be close to the speed limit going into the pits.
I lose so much time in the pits and during green flag pit stops. So much time. As Matt Novella going to inherit the lead of this race, a 4-second lead now over Andrew Bolander. And behind him, you have Babcock and Gambrill. And they are right behind Novella, breathing down his neck. These are all drivers who still need to pit. Lucas Alves being the last one who still needs to pit. And then this will cycle back around. And our new leader... Actually, no, we still have Volpis, Kevin Kyle, Zach Winstead, Jack Sanders, and Jose Medina, but they didn't pit until lap 45. So they can go for quite a bit longer than the rest of these others can. So that's going to be really fun to follow. I'm thinking, oh, was Volpis doing the thing again? He is.
What is the thing?
He's going to pit one time, and he's going to be done, and everyone else is going to have to pit again. Watch, we're going to go on board with him, and I bet he's using the clutch. Let's see. What did I tell you, Johnny?
That another great call. I'll give you that.
What did I tell you? And that is about the entire corner. Volpis used the clutch there. Mind you, this is our pole sitter, so he knows how to go around this place fast. And that's the scary thing about when you have someone like Volpis using a strategy like this is he's not that slow right now, Johnny. Especially with that dirty air, not being on the throttle can be advantageous to you sometimes. Volpis' last lap was a 30.9. Let's see what Iverson's was, who just passed him. Iverson's was 30.1. So a big difference there, almost a second. But again, we've seen how long a pit stop takes. The amount of time you spend in pit lane in this track is 50 seconds approximately. So all Volpis has to do is keep Iverson 50 seconds behind him.
And he's staying in 5th gear the whole time too.
That too. Good point.
Because what I noticed in practice, a lot of people were going down to 4th. Yeah, right at the beginning. I saw a couple people actually.
Yeah, here's Iverson. And watch, you're totally right. Here he is in 4th in the middle of the corner. You're exactly right. As we look at our Chantilly Lace onboard camera, thank you, Chantilly Lace, for getting us these onboard cameras all season long. But watch this, Johnny. Right in the entrance, he's going to go straight into 4th. And the reason why you do that is that engine braking helps this next-gen turn. I have a love-hate relationship with the gearbox in this car, with the 5 gears, the only stock car that has 5 gears. But I love what you can do in terms of the way that Iverson's driving it, just right on the entrance. You see how he's just redlining right into 4th, and it kind of, I mean, you and I both drive stick-shift cars, and you know what it's like to miss shift. It has that effect on you, right? It kind of feels like you opened a parachute behind your car. But that also pulls the car to the left. So just watch here. There's the shift, and just watch how it naturally pulls to the left, and he's not even using the wheel. Such good tire saving there from Iverson, and such good shifting, but definitely no gas saving.
And then I feel like with the clutch, you're kind of saving everything.
Right.
But you're losing so many spots too, though.
You're losing so much time, but you're right. You're essentially turning the engine off. One more thing to note, Kevin Kyle's in front of him. He also pit on lap 55. Let's go on board with Kevin Kyle. Let's see what tomfoolery this guy's up to. Here we go. He's shifting. The only guy saving, to my knowledge, is Joseph Volpis. Yep, Winstead's not. Sanders isn't. We all know Fisher isn't. So it's just Volpis. He's going to do it again.
No. Luke Salvis.
Albus is clutching?
He's clutching too.
Interesting. Alves, however...
Or no.
No, he's a lap 80. He's already brought it down. So Alves could have gone for it, but he has already brought it down. Kevin Kyle going to bring it down in the pits. He is another one. So there's only 3 left that pit on lap 45, and that's Joseph Volpis, Zach Winstead, and Jack Sanders, Season 2 champion. I think Volpis is the only one driving intentional to the way that he can stretch this. He needs to stretch it to about 95. 7 more laps, and I think he can do this.
Oh yeah, I think he might
Maybe
be
even less.
A little further.
Yeah. I think he can pit soon. I think you're right. He's proven his ability to get a lot out. If he completes this lap, that'll be 45 laps. He could do 92, I think. Here's the thing, though, Johnny.
Run it dry.
You're not really. It doesn't matter on the undercut, overcut, anything like that, because you're clutching anyway. The second Vulpes pits here, whenever he does, right when he comes out on those back on the truck with those 4 fresh tires, he needs to go straight back to clutching. He needs to go straight back to driving the way he is right now. He can't do a single lap at speed. So it doesn't really matter, I guess, when you're undercut or overcut. So I guess why not run it dry, right? Give yourself that extra boost of confidence.
Okay, so why would he go back to clutching?
Oh, to save gas.
I feel like
only way to save gas was just because you're clutching doesn't mean it has to be late in a run. If you want to get 50 laps out of a gas tank, you need to be clutching from lap 1. When you're supposed to only get 45, right? So that's what Vulpes is so good at. So oftentimes when I'm thinking, oh, maybe this is a fuel strategy race, I realize it too late. And I've already done too much damage, and I can't save that much fuel anymore. You have to have this concerted effort right away, as you see Beverly actually working around Vulpes here now too. Good to see John Beverly back on the track after that earlier incident. But that is what Vulpes is so good at, Johnny, and we saw the same thing last week. I called that he was going to use that strategy to win the race 100 laps, with 100 laps left to go. And he stayed committed to it. He made it easy to predict. But unlucky for these guys, they don't have a TV on and a broadcast while they're racing.
Okay, here's my thing. So if I'm doing my math correctly, he's at 92 right now, and he doesn't look like he's coming down.
Yeah, he does. Here it comes.
Never mind. Yep. My math is okay.
And that's exactly as many as he had to do, because he just has to do that again. So that was 45 to 93. It just has to do that again.
Yeah. Yeah, at least half. I feel like at least halfway, and then just push it hard.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's still gonna lose spots, clutching.
Yeah, I mean, this is the type of strategy, Johnny, where you're either finishing in first or laps down. There is no real in between. We saw over in BRL Tuesdays on the championship finale, a lot of the drivers, including Vulpes, ran with a strategy similar to this, but they did it from the get-go of the race, assuming that they could cut out a pit stop, and they did. They did cut out a pit stop, but from lap 1 for 180 laps, they were clutching, and that cost them 2 laps. The caution never came. The race stayed green the entire time, and David Owens and Joseph Vulpes finished the race laps down with no chance at a championship, being 2 of the guys eligible in the championship 4. So there is a reality where this doesn't work, and the picture will become clear to us, actually, I think about right now. So Vulpes is, from what I can see, will know right now as across as the start-finish line. I think he's in 13th. Yes, he is. He's in 13th. He is 22 seconds behind Jordan Fisher. So Jordan Fisher has to pit again. That's going to cost Jordan Fisher about 50 seconds. That means that Joseph Vulpes has a 30-second gap that he has to somehow hold on to when Jordan Fisher will be driving as hard as he can on 4 fresh tires, and Joseph Vulpes will be clutching around the track on 50-lap old tires.
Okay, here's where this is where I had to change my mentality. Now what Vulpes is doing makes sense, because he's already secured a spot, right, with that win.
Yep.
Okay,
More trophies.
So, yeah. So.
More trophies.
Yeah. Do you, buddy?
Yep.
Who am I to judge when I've only driven this car 3 times?
I mean, if I had not been beaten by Joseph Vulpes due to strategies like that, like more times than I can count, I would not be so good at predicting it, but I'm good at predicting it because it's happened to me. As Tony iRacing going to look to the inside of Sean Walton here, and this is for second place, and this is the normal amount of space these two give each other. What a squeeze by Walton. iRacing not having much of it. Eric Thornton with a bucket of popcorn right behind him, saying, figure it out, boys. As here we go side by side through 1 and 2, and another squeeze by Walton.
Oh, that is just such a clenching moment.
He's going to try to shut the door, and he's not clear. Oh, imagine how these two feel. What a great run by Walton, and they're catching up to the lap car of Jose Medina, who we know has damage. That's going to be an unpredictable situation for these two drivers. Walton's going to, Iverson's going to try to clear it here. He shuts the door. Yes, he does. Tony Iverson to P2. Big pass there for Tony Iverson as he continues his pursuit to the round of 8 in an eventual MRL championship.
And then that only leaves him, what, 2 seconds behind Jordan Fisher?
Yeah, that's it. Only 2.8. As,
and then Walton is just stuck behind Jose Medina.
That's called a box out right there. The moving screen by Jose Medina.
That looked like a Daytona push.
Oh, God, and watch out for this exit. Oh, as you see here, Thornton has to compromise his exit there, as does Walton a little bit. And you see some giggles coming out of the race car of the 13 right there as he looks in his rearview mirror. But that did cost them some time, up to 3 seconds now to Jordan Fisher. And I'll tell you what, it's lap 100. Oh, big hit there as Jose Medina hits the wall on the exit too. But it's lap 100. What do you say we crank it up for a handful of laps?
Crank it up.
All right, and we are back on lap 103. Not too much has happened here. As you see, actually, Iverson down in the pits. He's going to try to do this early. That is interesting. So Tony Iverson with an early pit stop here with 36 left to go in the race. Novella going to inherit the lead of the race. Looks like Fisher has brought it down as well. I apologize for missing that. Jordan Fisher did bring it down on lap 100. So all these guys are going to try to stop the bleeding early, and that is the best way to fight against what Volpes is doing here. Get those fresh tires on as soon as you can. As it looks like it'll be also interesting if Volpes can put anyone a lap down here, because that may happen for a couple laps if that caution flies at the wrong time. Right now, Matt Novell, the leader. Also want to give a big shout out to all of those in the live chat. We see all you guys. Mean Gene Money. Hoping you feel better right now, man. Thank you for joining us in the chat. And I missed all the Jordan Fisher fans. So cool having all you guys back. Hoping you're enjoying watching your boy kick some butt right now. But here we go, Johnny. This is when the pay window is open and these guys have some decisions to make. And I'm sure it's going to be wrong no matter what for a few of these guys.
Yeah, so I'm counting right now. It looks like 8 people came down so far in lap 100-ish. Dalton Geyer came down at 103.
There he
so I don't know
is,
if he's changing up his strategy for the 3rd time.
Just doing things. Just doing Dalton Geyer things. As Grant Applegate, lap 74. So first car to pit is still Jordan Fisher. He has maintained control of that strategy. Joseph Volpes is quite a bit in front of him. And again, let's go on board right now. I'm sure you have been as well. He's been clutching, I'm assuming, right?
Let's
find out. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. What do you know? Shocker. Chantilly is getting us all these amazing views. And now let's go through the field real quick and see if anyone else is trying to be cheeky. As that was Matt Novella in 4th gear, so you know it's not Novella. Bolander, I mean, none of these guys are really in a situation, besides Volpis, to do anything even close to it. Besides maybe Winstead, but sounds like Winstead is also going into 4th gear. It's just Volpis.
I mean, I'm not surprised. I mean, I am surprised, but I'm not surprised because I guess he has that playoff spot secured. But if you have it secured, why not just go all out?
Yeah, I guess. Get some more trophies. He has something figured out here. And Volpis, this may work out 2 weeks in a row, which would be pretty insane to see. I'm not going to lie. That would just be crazy. But so far, so good. He is 16 seconds behind the leader, Matt Novella. And I believe Fisher is a lap down by virtue. No, he's not. He's 10. Ooh. It's only 9 seconds, Johnny. Oh.
I'm looking down. Kevin. So between him is Kevin Kyle, Jack Sanders, and Winstead. So there's only 3 guys. If Fisher gets that clean air, I don't doubt that he'd be there quick.
Yeah, I agree. Let's see. Fisher's last lap was a 30.37. Volpis's was a 31.07. Oh, boy. I mean, we're talking about a second there. That would only take about 10 laps, and there's 30 to go. So we might be talking about the former of the situations we were laying out there where this is not the strategy. We'll have to see. I mean, one thing that should also be noted is if we get another caution, I believe Fisher has taken his last set of tires and Volpis has not. So that could be interesting as well. A lot can still happen here, but this has been by far our longest green flag run of the race, and these cars are only getting more and more spread out as we have these green flag pit stops.
I feel like tires have not really been too huge of an issue.
No, I agree.
It's like the time differential is not insane enough for it to be a factor, and especially if Volpis keeps clutching throughout the whole race. I don't think tires are going to be an issue for Fisher.
Right, exactly. It's not tires. It's the fact that he's using the clutch so much. That's what's slowing him down. The tires are fine. If anything, they're probably better than they should be due to how slow he has to drive that 11 right now. That last lap is a little bit better for Volpis. He was about 5/10 slower than Fisher. That still is too slow. He needs to find something in between. He needs to hope that Fisher can hit that plateau point that we like to call it. Fisher that time with a 3.48 and Volpis with another 3.9, so 5/10 again. It's just he's reeling him in and reeling him in. It's down to only about 8 seconds now, so this is going to be really interesting to continue to follow. As Matt Novella continues to lead this race with Andrew Bolander in second, Grant Applegate in third, and Robert Babcock in fourth. These guys just hoping for a caution at the perfect time as they'd have a set of tires to throw on their car and a lot of their opponents a lap down.
Yeah, I'm looking at the time differential between Novella in first and Bolander in second, so it's 7 seconds between them, but only 2/10 difference. About a 2/10 difference each lap, with Novella being the faster car.
Yeah, very, very close between Novella and Bolander right now, but Novella definitely has something right now here in Nashville. There's definitely a lot. So Novella, one of our playoff drivers, didn't have the best race. Actually, I think he actually had a great race last week. I think I was mixing it up with the week before. Let me double check. Oh yeah, Matt Novella's looking good. He's doing what he has to do right now, getting those bonus points, leading some laps, and here comes Applegate into the pits. Oh,
Novella's gonna have to hit. Oh,
oh my God, we've seen some of the best pit entrances I've ever seen today.
I need to start taking notes.
Jeez, I mean, I did one today in ARCA. It was completely by accident, but it probably looked that cool.
Yeah, it's the ARCA car. That car is unpredictable.
It is. It just like Tokyo. It did what Bollinger did, but with no talent. So Novella already up to, so we're on lap 115 now. Novella last pit on lap 81, so I can't imagine he can go much longer. Maybe 1 or 2 more laps, Ken Novella. But it's pretty crazy in front of him, so I see why he's trying to hold this for as long as he can. A lot of action around this track right now as you see Gambrill rejoining and Grant Applegate behind him Interesting. Applegate has just been struggling in the pits today.
Yeah, that one little mistake where he was only a millimeter off really hurt him.
Mm-hmm. There's Volpes.
But I'm looking.
Yeah, go ahead.
Once the cycle goes, Volpes is going to be in first, right?
Yeah, he will. And it's going to be a matter of how far ahead of Fisher he is.
And Fisher he looks like
Oh, he gets by
he's
Winstead.
catching up.
Yeah, here goes Fisher on Winstead. That's a big pass, like you talked about.
And it's just 2 cars between them right now. And it's, from what I'm seeing, it's 0.2 of a difference in the last lap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Volpes stopping the bleeding a little bit, but Fisher also working through the field while Volpes has pretty much just clean track in front of him. Look how much he just has this place to himself right now. Kevin Kyle is going to be on much fresher tires than him, so that'll be a quick pass. But Fisher is reeling him in. Every time we check in on this battle, Fisher is that much closer. I don't know if Volpes has, or I think Fisher has too much time, I should say, to catch him. But we'll have to see. And we'll have to see how much these guys start to plateau out. That last lap was only 0.3 difference as Babcock going to bring it into the pits this time around. That's going to leave only 2 cars who have yet to pit. That is Matt Novella, our leader, in the second place of Bolinder. Both playoff cars, both hoping for that perfect timed caution. And both of these guys have to be running on fumes.
Yeah, we're what, like almost 40 laps?
Yep. Way over 40, actually. We're at 81. Oh, yeah, close to 40. It's got to be very, very soon for these guys. I understand why they're doing this. And now it's only 4 seconds between Volpes and Fisher. There's very little Volpes can do about this at this point.
At this point, I just feel like yelling out the window, stop clutching.
Yeah, just run yourself out of fuel. What's the point? As Medina going to bring it down for a pit stop. Babcock exiting right there. It's like Babcock got 4 tires, but that was... Oh, yeah, that was a scheduled pit stop. Right amount of time there. Bolinder and Novella going to continue to leave it out. And here comes Kevin Kyle trying to get his lap back the hard way. Going to try to make this a quick pass on Joseph Volpes. Here comes Hunter Hall into the pits.
Oh!
Someone had to spin eventually. Might as well make it a DDI car.
You know what? Because they want to get the point of view of the whole car.
Exactly.
Show the whole fans.
Here comes Matt Novella. That looked fast. Here comes, and Bolinder going to leave it out for one more lap. Saw someone behind him. Maybe that was Jack Sanders. It was. Jack Sanders going to bring it in as well. So Bolinder going to lead a lap here. And behind them, 4 seconds between Volpes and Fisher.
That's just, oh my God. Have you ever seen the movie, what's that movie with Matt Damon? They raced the Fords.
Oh yeah, Ford vs Ferrari, great movie.
And he came out with the sign saying, "Put it to 7,000." Who is on the grass? Is that Volpes on the grass?
Wait, what? Let's see. I'm trying to find that on my data here. Was it Novella? No. Oh no, I think it was. Here we go. We're gonna take a look at this. This is from Jordan Fisher's perspective, and here's Volpes, and he gets loose out of 4, or actually, I'm sorry, at 2, through the grass. Good eye, Johnny. And here comes Fisher to his outside, and there he goes. And that right there could be the pass for the win.
That is just such, oh my God, such bad luck.
That is brutal. To not even have a chance to know if your strategy was going to work or not.
Yeah, coming out of 2, I've like I said earlier in practice, that's where I kept seeing most of these guys just wrecking out. But I feel like if you were going slow enough,
right?
Was it maybe dirty air?
I wonder if it was the dirty air from Kevin Kyle, or if it was just that 39 in his mirror and maybe a little bit of urgency from Joseph Volpes. I mean, one thing to remember as well is when you clutch for that long, you almost sometimes forget how to drive hard, how to drive fast. And it can take a second to adjust, and Volpes may have just put the hammer down and didn't work out.
Yeah, probably got a little spooked, threw the gas down a little sooner than he usually does.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you even see right there, Fisher was very loose there through 1 and 2. And I think it also is, like you said, it's dirty air. If you're beneath the car, behind a car, if you're in the vicinity of a car, your car is driving miserably.
Yeah, I just like to imagine a little bubble around these cars, and that's the no, because I think the 26, what is that, Hunter Hall? Dude,
Yeah.
just coming up across Applegate, got loose too, and he was just right on his left rear.
That's
Not
enough.
nowhere close to him.
That's plenty.
It's his no square.
Yeah, exactly. And then Colin Bollinger a lap down right now as well. He is in front of Matt Novella, who is just running that long. So this has not worked out for Bollinger. I'm sure dealing with some damage as well. He's been just about everywhere in this race here today. Oh my goodness!
Oh!
He gets turned by Novella. And this will not bring out a caution. Hard in the outside. What? Oh, that was
That was farther than the outside wall.
that's in real life, that would have been so bad. How does that exist? Do fans sit there? Oh my goodness. Okay, Colin Bollinger's car is gonna have to. Oh yeah, that thing is, its ass is all messed up. Oh,
yeah.
the
You can
points
still see the
leader.
damage too on the right front. Oh my god.
Novello is just like, you gotta.
Oh, he's not.
He's
coming in.
not gonna pit. He's gonna do the David Owens caution here. 13 to go. What is Bollinger doing here? How slow is that 53? Bollinger bringing down the pits with 13 to go. Gonna give up the lead to Fisher. And you know Fisher hoping that whatever just happened between Bollinger and Novella does not result in a caution or anything of that nature.
Yeah, the last thing these guys want to see is the yellow flag come out.
Brutal
Maybe
hit
Volpis
there.
might like it, but
Yeah, Volpis would probably love it. All those guys who have an extra set of tires would love it. As Novella is not far behind where Bollinger is now. We'll keep an eye on that. I'm nervous about that. As Bollinger going to exit the pits here. Just 11 to go. A 3.7 second lead for Jordan Fisher. Volpis still in second place. Holding on to that at least. Zach Winstead in third. He's trying to make this last. He pit in the same lap as Volpis. Actually, he pit 4 laps before Volpis, I should say. I don't think Winstead can make it, but maybe he's adjusted his strategy. Behind that, you have Sean Walton and then Eric Thornton. Both those guys having a great run. And then Tony Iverson, a big distance behind all of them. I don't know what happened to Iverson that cost him so much time. As Winstead's going to bring into the pits.
see, this is when we need a replay guy.
I know, we do need a Johnny replay for these situations like this. It's a blessing and a curse of being live.
Yeah, it feels weird. I have all these camera controls and nothing to do.
Right?
I just got to talk to you, pretty much.
I know, poor you. I'm sorry. Someone's got to do it, Johnny. Someone's got to do it. Fisher now with a 4.4 second lead. I mean, that lead's just going to swell up and swell up in front of in front of Volpis. I doubt this will be a difficult pass for Walton, as no one else besides Joseph Volpis is clutching right now. And I guess this is probably answers some questions for him. I don't think the win was in the cards, even with that strategy.
No, I don't believe so either. With the way he was catching up, I think he had maybe 3 more laps.
Mm-hmm.
of
Maybe
being in the
second
lead,
place,
and then-
maybe.
But I mean, he has his playoff secured, so
Yeah, why not?
Walton just completed the pass on him.
Mm-hmm. Walton gets by him, and then behind him will be Eric Thornton. And then you're going to have Tony Iverson. Dalton Geyer, I guess his bizarre strategy is working out for him, because what do we know?
You know what? I don't think it was strategy. He's just vibing out there. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure he's playing Barbie Girl in his car.
Just vibing, you're right.
Disregarded his spotter. Disregarded his spotter.
All right. Novella and Bollinger are getting close. I'm a tiny bit nervous about this one, Johnny. We'll see what happens.
There's just so much good racing all around.
And the 7 to
I don't even know
go.
what
Imagine if Bollinger does something. Oh, Fisher will not be happy about that. I'd be surprised. But you never know. He is backing up a little bit to Novella. Maybe I'm just forecasting nothing right now. Definitely possible. As here goes Fisher, I'm sorry, Walton to the inside of Jose Medina, going to go another lap down. Thornton making a really, really impressive late charge here towards Walton for that second place. So that's going to be interesting to see if he can get that done. As Bollinger did get past Novella in a hurry. Actually, no, I'm sorry. He was already in front of him. Here we go. Novella going to look to the inside of Bullinger, and no hard feelings. So Bullinger going to be the bigger person and let him go. I'm assuming Novella apologized for that. Knowing Novella, nothing intentional, but definitely going to very much hurt Bullinger's race. Luckily, he had such a dominant regular season.
Yeah, with that points cushion that he had.
Yeah.
And knowing how nice Novella is, because he's apologized to me, and I'm like, why? What? I was in your way.
Yeah, he's apologized to me for things I've done to him. I completely agree. And man, this is just a drive in the sunset for Jordan Fisher. It's going to be 4 to go this time around. Hello to all the Jordan Fisher fans watching from home. Hope you guys are enjoying yourself right now, because we missed this guy, and he is picking up right where he left off, Johnny.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to the merch booth and get myself some Fisherman merch.
It's Fish. Oh, okay. Is that what all this fans call themselves, the Fishermen and Fisherwomen?
I hope so. And if they're not, I'm trademarking it right now.
Oh, Winstead into the pits. Looks like Winstead, look at that left front of that car, looks very damaged. So Winstead, after a good pit strategy, appears like he has caught some damage right at the end of this race with only 3 laps to go. Oh, God, that's brutal. Vulpes holding on to 4th place with this pit strategy, and I pretty much know he's going to be able to hold off iRacing as long as he doesn't have a little lawn mowing adventure out of turn 2 again, as iRacing's 4 seconds behind him. So Vulpes is still going to come out of here with the top 5.
I guess it is a win for the strategy.
Yeah, not bad.
For in the position he is in playoffs, it's a win.
Yeah,
it's a strategy that worked.
As it's going to be 2 to go this time right now for Jordan Fisher. Been a pretty dominant day from the 39, but it's not been straightforward. He got wrecked under caution. He's been up and down the field, and he's made some aggressive moves all day long. We haven't seen him since about the early part of this season, as Jordan Fisher takes the white flag. The next flag will end this race. But man, this guy looked to be a championship favorite early on in this season. Work obligations forced him to give up that playoff spot. He moved to a part-time driver. This is the first time we've seen him in probably over a month's time, and Jordan Fisher did not skip a beat. A dominant performance here at Nashville. Going to play the playoff spoiler here, and here he goes around 3 and 4 for the last time. The round of 12, race 2 is going to belong to the part-timer of Jordan Fisher. Wins at Nashville. And Sean Walton looks like he should be able to get second place for Walton, 3rd for Thornton, 4th will belong to Vulpes with just enough fuel to cross the line. Jose Medina does more lawn mowing, and 5th place will be Iverson's out of fuel. And Dalton Geyer gets 5th place. No. Oh my gosh. No. Oh no. I thought it would keep rolling.
It just stopped.
Oh, he's in 10th. I think he'll end up in 10th because he was on the lead. I don't know though, Johnny. Oh, I don't know.
Is Fisher out too?
He may be. I think that may be Walton pushing him around the track. We'll see if he has enough for burnouts. Oh, he just needed to make sure he had enough for burnouts. As I think Iverson is going to end up in 10th place. And it looked like it was going to be a 5th. Oh, brutal for Tony Iverson.
Oh my God. I've never seen that finish before.
No, I've never seen that. I've seen some crazy stuff, but I've never seen that. That was nuts. All right, we'll take a look at our finishing order here. Just a second. Here we go. All right. So winning this race, the returning Jordan Fisher gets it done here in Nashville. Sean Walton going to finish in 2nd place. They're going to belong to Eric Thornton. 4th, Joseph Vulpes on that alternative strategy. That's a good finish. If he had not won last week, that would still be a good finish. Dalton Geyer ends up in 5th by inches, passing Iverson at the line. Dalton Geyer with the top 5. I know our guest interview is going to be. And 6th place is going to be Matt Novella. You saw Novella try to run that long, and you also saw him have a little run-in with Bollinger. Matt Novella with an eventful day, but a good finish to 6th place. 7th place, Grant Applegate, currently sitting just inside the cut line. That is the type of finish you need. Grant Applegate going to finish in 7th. Andrew Bollinger will finish in 8th. Eric Gambrell will be the last car on the lead lap at 9th because Tony Iverson did not finish this race, so he's going to be counted 1 lap down in 10th place.
And then 11th place, we have Kevin Kyle. 12th place, Robert Backhawk. 13th, Lucas Alves. 14th, Jack Sanders. 15th, Colin Bollinger. 16th, Jose Medina. 17th, Zach Winstead. 18th, Hunter Hall. And then I believe the rest of the guys that did not get to finish the race, right?
Mm-hmm.
John Beverly, 19th, with 15 laps down. Steve Lewis in 20th. Kenneth Redinger in 21st. Brandon Guerin in 22nd. Justin Parham, 23rd. Alex Hillman, 24th, and Dave Owens with the starting park in 25th.
David Owens has a girlfriend now. He has better things to do, or he has places to be, people to do, I should say. But let's bring in, first, I'm going to do our guest interview, and it's got to be Dalton Geyer, right?
Yeah.
With that bizarre strategy, with the 5th place finish. I mean, what's going through his head right now? Let's see if I can find him. Who does this guy even race with nowadays? Oh, I found him. All right. I have to do Mean Gene's role here. I'm not used to this, Johnny. Dalton Geyer, we got you, my friend?
Oh, yeah. Yes, you do. What?
Hey, congrats on that photo finish there for 5th place. That was pretty unbelievable. But the main thing we want to ask you, what strategy were you running today? Because we couldn't figure it out.
The strategy I was running today, I took 2 tires both times on those last pit stops there.
I mean, should we just ask him why he is the way he is, Johnny?
I just want to know if Barbie Girl was playing in your car, because you're just vibing out there.
Yeah, honestly, it was a really chill race. I was really just kind of driving around and just seeing if that would work, and like seeing how or where I came out, the first time was just it was only incentive for me to do it again. Mm-hmm. Like as soon as I realized, I was like, oh, this thing isn't going to be like loose at all, and like it's also not going to cost me that much lap time. I ran my best lap of the race on that last stint, I think.
Of course you did.
So, I mean that's probably just a testament to how friggin' slow I was. But it's nice when a little plan kind of comes together.
Yeah, it did, right?
I think that's my first top 5 of the season.
Is it really?
Yeah, I think so. I have not had the cards fall my way.
That's shocking, because here you are in the playoffs, and I mean, you're definitely not out of the fight yet. So what is the plan for the rest of these playoffs?
Well, that might only be...
Or one more race.
That might only be next week, yeah. We'll have a look at the points.
I'm trying to have a look at it right now and give it to you and let you know.
Control.
Mm-hmm. Let's see where you are, Dalton. And what was it like racing with Jordan Fisher again?
I don't think I saw him the entire race. So I think that probably
so the same.
Honestly, that kind of sums it up.
Yeah.
I had my hopes up, and then, that with the strategy I was running, I was like, wait, I think I could win this thing, not realizing that I think Hunter Hall clued me in that Jordan Fisher had like pit within the pit window. And so then my next question was just like, how's he doing that?
Yeah, you also had Volpus cut out a pit stop just like he did last week today. Another insane run from Volpus.
I don't think I was like, I might be maybe on the podium for like wackiest thing today.
I mean, it's close. It's close, man.
I don't know if I'm number 1.
But yeah, you're currently sitting in 9th. You are on the outside looking in. You're the first car out right now, and it's a 15-point gap back to you and Applegate and Bollinger, who are actually tied going into this last race. So any agenda, or just going to vibe it out again?
Sounds like I need to win.
Yeah, it may sound like that, my friend. Well, great run today, man, and great season. It's been amazing to watch you. Amazing to be able to call you up in the booth, and it's been a lot of fun. Anyone you want to give a shout out to before we let you out of here?
Yeah, shout out Salmon Amateur Stores, VRN. Daily Drivers Inc. So common thread running through those. Yeah, thank you boys in the booth for all that you do every week, all week, every week, pretty much at this point.
Yeah, right.
Awesome broadcast as always, and yeah.
Well, thank you so much, man, and happy early birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, he's gonna be a birthday boy this weekend, Johnny.
I used to work at Hometown. I still got this. Happy birthday from all of us at VRN. Wish it was our birthday so we could party too. Hey!
I feel so special right now. Thank you.
And that one's for free.
I feel so bad right now. I'm so sorry. Well, thank you so much, Dalton. And great run today, my man. Keep it going. Congrats on the top 5, dude.
Thank you.
All right. So next person, I got this one for you, or you're going to take this one. You got yourself Eric Thornton. If I can find him, I got to go hunt down another person for you. Let me see here. And if I can't get him, then you're going to get the easiest interview ever in Vulpes. Thornton, where are you? All right, we're going to bring in our 4th place finisher at Joseph Vulpes, it looks like, because I don't see Thornton. Go ahead and take this one away, Johnny. I'll let you know when he's here. Vulpes, we got you?
Hello?
How's it going, buddy? We could not find Eric Thornton, so guess what? You're subbing in for our 3rd place interview, and you also had the most interesting strategies ever, so take it away, Johnny.
So, I've never done an interview before. I've done once and I choked, so I apologize ahead of time. So we talked a little bit before the race. You kind of gave me a little backsight into this race the last time that you guys were here. You said that the plan at the end was to take 2 tires, and that's kind of what everybody was on. Did you stick to that plan of getting the 2 tires at the end?
No. The way the race played out was actually I'm actually going to make this really quick because Eric is in the waiting room, so I'm going to make this super quick. And then I'm going to drag him up in here for you guys. So the way the race played out pretty much for me was I was running it flat out until Colin and I got together. I don't remember what lap it was. And I spun. We just kind of ran out of space out of 4. So then I went on to the strategy of trying to save fuel again to see if I can win the race that way again and steal another one. But I made a big mistake with 10 to go. And I got loose and gave up whatever time I had. I don't really know if I don't think I would have had enough speed saving with the older tires at the end than Fisher to hold him off. Just needed that caution to really make a run back at first. So strategy didn't work today. I worked to get a top 4, so I'm happy about that. But got the pole. I forgot to mention that to you earlier, Juan. I'm really good at qualifying here. You can go look at the stats on that one. Other than that, Jordan just had too much speed on the short run, long run, overall in the whole race to really make anything different work. And I think the only way you were going to beat him is if you tried something different. And I tried something different and it wasn't enough.
Okay, so we caught it about halfway through the race. Was that the strategy the whole time, or what made you go to the clutching?
The only reason why I went to that strategy at that time was when Colin got into me and we spun down the front stretch, the tires, when I slid across the track that much, that set of tires was pretty much shot. So I'm like, okay, well at this point I'm not in a good spot. My tires are already 15-20% worn from a slide, and I just put them on. So I just pretty much lost a set of tires. I'm gonna have to try something different, and then either A, hope for a caution, or B, hope I have enough speed to hold on to this, just for one pit stop. And yeah, just not enough speed to make it work. I think I could have gotten second if I didn't have that big mistake, but not enough speed to win. Jordan just had too much speed.
Yeah, I feel like that's been the theme of this whole broadcast, is that Fisher is pretty quick. But again, thank you for popping in. I don't know if Zach has any other questions. I'm gonna hand it off to him.
Oh, I'm good. You're a crazy person, Vulpus. Amazing to watch again. Great job, my man. Any shouts you want to give?
Yeah, shout out to you guys. Shout out to Juan for filling in today. Johnny Replay filling in for Mean Gene. I hope he feels better soon.
Me too.
Shout out. I miss having him. Miss having him out there. Doing the broadcast, doing all that stuff with us as well. Especially out on the racetrack too. So hopefully he can come back. Maybe by the end of this week, start of next week. I hope. That'd be great. Okay, well, I was gonna move Eric up in here, and now I lost him.
I know, I just lost him too. His name should be more than just E, so I can...
Yeah, I was gonna move him up in here for you guys. I guess he dropped out altogether. So shout out to Eric Thornton for getting the third place finish there.
Great run.
I guess I'll say that much for him. He's got some good speed at this track, so I guess I'll just say some de facto words about him. I know he's got some good speed here. He's led a lot of laps here, so kudos to him for getting third place. And of course, congrats to Jordan on getting the win, and gonna just move on to next week and try and see if I can get some more playoff points, which the only way I can do that is win. So I guess we're gonna try and win again next week.
Best of luck to you, my friend, and congrats on the finish today. Always putting on a show. Good job, my man.
Thanks.
All right, so next one I'm going to give you, my friend, Johnny, is going to be our second place finisher, because I'm going to take one last look for Eric. I don't see him, so you got yourself a Sean Walton. Let me get him for you. Always a fun interview. Hey, Sean, I got you.
Hello?
Hey, how's it going, man? All right, take it away, Johnny.
All right, so again, now you're my second interview ever, so apologies. But just kind of take me through your day. I've raced with you before in the Friday Night Arcas. I've known you as like an aggressive racer, not in any negative way. Like you're just balls to the wall. You go for it. Just kind of take us through your days. What happened out there?
Well, I started in the back because I spun off 4 on my qualifying lap.
Oh, the best.
And that first caution there on like lap 2 kind of saved me because you can't pass it all, and it really got me like 5 or 6 positions there at the start. And then we had majority green runs. I just had to save my stuff, get out of the dirty air because clean air was king. Just save your stuff, and then kind of fell in our hands there with the strategy because that mid-ish race caution, I was able to just pit, get the track position, and then just stay up there the whole race. I thought I had something for Jordan there, but then he got to my quarter panel, just got me loose, and he took off from there. So I mean, no, he ran a perfect race. So I mean, if I ran a perfect race, I still probably wouldn't have beat him. He was just that fast. But yeah, I mean, I'll take a podium P2 any day of the week.
Yeah, I feel like I'm the same way. Anytime someone's better than me, tries to pass me, I'm like, all right, cool. I'll just take this place instead. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
But then, so we were I was looking at practice and I saw a lot of looseness coming out through 3 and 4, and you took a couple big hits there too. Did you feel like any difference in the car?
Not really. I just felt like, because we started around sunset, and it built at the first run. It started to build a little tight in the center and on exit, and then randomly there on the last run, it just got really loose off of 2 and 4. So you had to like kind of baby the throttle and just not overdrive, which I did a couple times. I don't know how I had no damage there, but yeah, I mean, with this new update and these new cars, like the tracks change so drastically, it's insane. Like you start off plowing tight, and then it gets loose, then it gets tight again. It just makes no sense.
Okay, well, I mean, I have no other questions. I'm passing it back to you, Zach.
Hey, great run today, Sean. Always fun to watch you mix it up with these guys. And you had a ton of speed today. That would have been crazy if that alien Jordan Fisher wasn't out here today, but amazing job. Any shout-outs you want to give?
Yeah, shout out to Jordan. That was a clean, good race there. Shout out to Eric. Ran me clean that whole last run. Shout out to Colin. I know he got caught up in something early. He really couldn't ever recover from since it went green. Shout out to Andrew and Robert. All Team Delusional. And shout out to you guys for being on these broadcasts. And shout out to John and all the Moonlight guys for putting on these races.
For sure, man. Thank you so much. Always a pleasure seeing you out on the track. Congrats on the P2, and hope to see you again next week. Been awesome having you back here. All right, you have a good one, my man. Well, that leaves us with one more, Johnny, and it's a guy that we have not had the pleasure of talking to in a couple months. So this is going to be exciting.
Let's go for it.
All right. Jordan Fisher, we got you, my man?
Yes, sir.
Welcome back. We missed you, man. Oh my goodness, that was a surprise.
Yeah, it's good to be back for a little one race appearance. So I'm just really happy to be with you guys and race with all the guys out here tonight. So good fun.
Oh, that was awesome, man. And you brought the aggression, and you, as always, brought the alien-like speed. So I guess, first of all, what brought you to racing here today? What made it possible? And can we expect more Jordan Fisher for the rest of the season, or was this a one-off where you only lucky today?
It's probably a one-off because, well, like right now, my work schedule is where I have to start work at like 4 a.m. However, this week, there was some people at work that had to be gone. So I have to cover to do 12-hour shifts the rest of the week from Tuesday to Saturday. So I figure I was like, you know, if I can get one race in this week, it would be MRL. So that's kind of why I'm here tonight. So I won't be making any appearances the rest of the week. But then obviously I would assume going back to my normal schedule at 4 a.m. Following week. So I mean, if there would be a case for my work schedule changes like that for a one-off week like this again, I would definitely, show up and have a little surprise for everybody on the track. But I'm pretty confident it's just a one-off. So
it makes sense. It's a bummer, but that makes sense. Are you East Coast?
Say again? What?
Are you on the East Coast?
No, I'm Central.
Okay, so it's like what, like midnight there right now?
Yeah, it's just above
that
midnight.
makes sense. Yeah, we're on the west, which makes this possible for us because it's only 9:45 here. But yeah, I totally get that. Well, so today this was a playoff race. I'm sure you knew that. You were a big part of earlier in the season. Looked like to be our championship favorite. What, if at all, did that change your mentality going to this race? Does that matter to you in terms of maybe more aggression or less aggression, knowing guys have the points race, or is that something you want to take advantage of, or is that something you try to be mindful of? How do you approach a race as, I guess, now a part-timer in a playoff race?
I mean, the approach was just to win the race. I mean, that's always the goal. Anytime I'm on, I get on the track, whether there's playoff, implications on, out there or not. I'm always gonna obviously strive to get the win out there. But at the same time, I have a lot of respect for the guys that do have playoff, situation out there. So in no means I would want to wreck anybody or cause anything bad out there. So overall it was really good racing from a lot of green flag racing, and I'm always going to be 100% aggression. Always, if you leave a door open with the next gen, I'm going to take it, because that's just how you make passes around here, especially off restarts. And then anytime you get runs like that, you just have to take it. If you don't take it, somebody will take advantage of you.
Yeah, these cars are brutal. They do not take any prisoners. And yeah, you did what you had to do today. Amazing racing. Let's switch gears a little bit, because we don't get to talk to you as often as we used to. So you are currently a manager and a coach of one of the DDIRL ARCA teams. How's that going?
It's going really good. Lucian and Joshua Nunes, they've been running really good. Obviously, Dalton Bernius ran tonight as well. So, it's kind of a development thing. I used to run a lot of those ARCA cars in a lot of series when I got into oval racing for the first time. So, I mean, the VRN, you guys do an absolutely amazing job with the broadcast. So it was a no-brainer for me to try to get some of those somewhat newer drivers into a series like DDI, given that it was a great opportunity with the broadcast, the competition out there, and just an overall good learning experience for them to kind of grow their racecraft on the track and get familiar with how to race people out there. So they're doing fantastic. I'm really, really happy with how they're doing and look forward to the rest of the season with them. I've been obviously doing a lot of spotting and trying to coach them up here and there. So great guys, and I'm just really looking forward to more of that DDI.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and you've already seen improvement out of those guys, and I couldn't agree more with everything you just said about how that's the perfect place to improve with both the race car and the racecraft that you find in DDIRL. So many talented guys in there, but such a good, I guess you could say, like, gap of scale, not gap, but breadth of skill between the top to the bottom. Something for everybody there. I mean, I got my ass kicked today, finished in 7th, and I was like sweating when the race was over. So yeah, definitely a great place to learn right now is that league. But yeah, really appreciate you starting a team over there. I've been super enjoyed having an extra group of guys over there that have been nothing but class, just like you on the track. So thank you for that. And thank you for gracing us with your presence again. We missed you, man. It's been amazing having you back, and congrats on the win. Dominant performance today. I mean, dominant even with all the crazy things he went through today. I mean, did it ever feel out of reach today with all the, I mean, when Thornton packed you under caution?
Honestly, I mean, me and him, we're laughing about that because I thought for sure my bumper was destroyed. Because like I wasn't looking at the mirror. I seen a car on the front stretch sideways, so I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna be safe here, and just like the yellow is out. Like I don't want him pulling out in front of me, and then I get damaged in that way. So I wasn't even looking in the mirror. I looked, and then all of a sudden I just feel something hit me from the rear end. It was Eric Thornton. So. It was all good because it worked out. I only got 25 seconds. I think Thornton said he only got like 55 or so. So we all, we repaired it. We were all good, So we can move past that one. Otherwise, yeah, it never really felt out of reach. It was just managing track position and obviously tires. That last stop, just taking just right side tires was the move. The first lap or so felt so tight. But once the tires actually warmed up on that right side, it gripped, it hooked, and I wasn't paying attention to fuel the final 2 laps, so my 5-second gap went down pretty quickly and had to, save it to the end as I ran out crossing the line. So we got the job done. That's all that really matters. So
just goes to show, Johnny, how insane Vulpes is at saving fuel that these guys are running out. And I just now realized that Fisher, Walton, and Thornton took 2 tires. Wow, that was a huge advantageous move right there. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Wow, and that is why it's great having you back, man, and having that live spotter. That is awesome. So great run again today, Jordan. Any shouts you want to give before we let you out of here?
Yeah, I want to thank Chris Lewis. He wasn't here tonight, but huge thank you to him for continuing to give me rides for iRacing. I want to thank Randy at Cornwell Barbecue Sauce, providing amazing barbecue sauce. Make sure to check out Cornwell Barbecue Sauce if you're looking for the best barbecue sauce out there. I want to thank my own little gig I call it Fish Speed. So anybody who runs next gen, I provide master cylinder and brake bias and tips, whatever, as I get coached from Matt Busa. So I kind of try to, I'm trying to create a community with all guys who like to run these next gen fix and open as well, and just kind of create a community of helping people out there who just enjoy, these next gens. So if you're interested in joining that, feel free to reach out to me. I'll be happy to invite you guys in to help out. And I want to thank my family watching, my girlfriend for letting me race tonight, and you guys for putting on a great broadcast in the competition. Everybody on the track, Tony for letting me chat with them, with Eric, those guys for class acts, fantastic people as always.
That's awesome. I love what you're doing there to build the community. And yeah, I mean, no one's going to come out a worse driver after getting training from you. So that's just so cool to spread the wealth, because it is more fun when more guys are fast like you and up there with you and putting on a show. So that's awesome. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Always a pleasure getting to chat with you and getting to see you do your thing on track. Hope there's a lot more of that next season, but go enjoy tonight. Congratulations, my friend.
Thanks again. Fear the fish.
Yes, sir. Fear the fish. I forgot about that. Oh, I miss Jordan Fisher.
Fisher speed. He could have had Fisherman.
I mean, he hasn't heard the broadcast yet, and once he does, I'm sure he'll come back next time with a whole different team name. Don't you worry, Johnny. So we'll take a quick look. Oh yeah, I fully expect it. Let's take a quick look at the points before we go home here today. So again, Vulpes locked into that next round. Jordan Fisher winning today as a part-timer, so that does not change anything. There's only going to be one guaranteed driver in the round of 8 going into this cutoff race next week, and that will be at, which I should know on the top of my head, but I am in too many leagues. So we're going to go look at where we're going. Oh, Homestead Miami, baby. Let's go. That's going to be a lot of fun. So we'll go to Homestead Miami next week, and we'll cut this down to 8. So obviously, you go straight to that cut line, right? Grant Applegate and Andrew Bolander are tied. However, Dalton Geyer is 15 points behind them. This is a win and you're in situation, though, Johnny. So if Dalton Geyer, Jack Sanders, Jose Medina, or Michael Mata are able to bring that car to victory lane at Miami, which any of those 4 could very well do, either Bolander or Applegate would be out.
That is wild.
It's just insane to think about.
It's just so close. I feel like a lot of these leagues have just had so close in points this season.
It really is these leagues where the cream rises to the top, especially by the end of the season, and you just have 12 drivers that are so equally matched. I completely agree. I mean, you even look at someone like Eric Thornton, who is 12 points behind Bollinger, but only 12 points ahead of Bolander. I mean, a bad race from Thornton or Iverson, and they could not be going to the round of 8. Those are championship favorites.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at this, I would not know who to bet on. It's tough.
It's nearly impossible, man. I'd be looking for Jack Sanders to have a really strong performance. Dalton Geyer knows his way around Homestead Miami, but Grant Applegate and Andrew Bolander are 2 really, really hard guys to shut down, especially when the pressure's on. Andrew Bolander had a win-you're-in situation in the MRL Truck Series, and he got it done. Ask me how I know, because me as the defending champion didn't get to go to the playoffs because Bolander won a race in the 11th hour in heroic fashion. So don't count any of these guys out. Kevin Kyle just clinging on, 4 points ahead. It is so to play for. It's going to be a great time next week at Homestead Miami. Thank you so much, Johnny, for filling in for Mean Gene here today. The door is always open for you here on Mondays. If you ever want to join me and Mean Gene and make this a 3-way, I know Mean Gene loves himself a good 3-way. So we would love to have you back, man. Thank you so much, though, today for filling in, and I hope you had a good time getting to see, I think, what the best of VRN has to offer in terms of the amazing things happening on DDRL, ARCA, and all the great drivers that we're seeing coming up and getting to the point where they're going to be running up front in this league, the Premier Cup Series MRL, and I think the Premier VRN Series. The talent here is pretty unbelievable, is it not?
Oh my God, huge. There's no one you can bet on to win any race besides Fisher, and
right,
from what I'm hearing, But no, thank you for letting me come. Obviously, I don't have much broadcast experience, but I love coming on, getting that little more experience. I'm not Mean Gene. My wife has told me that I'm not Mean Gene.
As is mine.
So, hope I was able to make this enjoyable.
We did the best we could, and I hope all you guys at home enjoyed it because, yeah, Mean Gene will hopefully be back next week. Fingers crossed that he feels better. That's what's most important right now. I mean, he was not even good to do a start and park today, Johnny, and I'll tell you, I've been very sick before, and I've somehow found a way to at least do a start and park, so I'm sure Mean Gene is feeling it right now, so I'm thinking about him and hoping that he's feeling better. But I hope that we were able to give you guys a good show here today. Jordan Fisher comes back out of nowhere and picks up where he left off, takes the win at Nashville in the middle of the round of 12 to give us an insane cutoff race for the round of 8. Any more closing thoughts before I let all these people out of here, Johnny?
Just thank you again for letting me come in. Same thing. Hope Mean Gene gets a lot better. I do miss his little quirks.
Yep.
I was watching the broadcast from last week earlier today just to kind of get up to speed, and he brought up toes. It's something I would not have thought about.
Mm-hmm. That's how you count.
But I'm also glad there was no 6-7 jokes today. So
yeah,
I guess I gave the viewers at home a little relief from that.
You especially, because you, I know you really well, and wow, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
I don't even like that joke.
Well, none of us do. We still do it, though.
Yeah, you got a point there.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me and Johnny here for Monday Night Mayhem in the playoffs here at Nashville. We had an amazing time with you all tonight. We'll be back next Monday for another doubleheader. The DDIRL ARCA series will continue on. They'll be going to race 3 of their season, while we'll be going to the cutoff round of 12 to cut this down to 8 drivers at Homestead, Miami here in the MRL Premier Cup Series. So tune in next week. We'll start things at 8:30 p.m. Eastern here on VRN, and keep up to date on this channel. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment on these videos, and give all of our sponsors a follow as well. Chantilly Lace, KK Woodscapes, Daily Drivers Inc., everyone who makes this possible, all of our admins, John Beverly, Kevin Kyle, David Owens, Joseph Volpus, anyone that we're forgetting, Brandon Guerin. We appreciate all of you. Mean G Money, we're thinking about you guys, and everyone at VRN. Thank you for making this possible, and thank you to all of those who support us and have made this such an amazing journey. We will see you all next week in Miami. You guys have a great rest of your night. Signing out here from VRN.